the Champions League, Europa League, and of course the Baby Cup, the Conference League.
The Baby Cup.
It is basically
quick one.
Yeah.
What will you say have had the best season? Chelsea, Man U, Tottenham, or Arsenal? In terms of where everybody is right now.
Right now. Before the finals?
No, even if regardless of who wins, just the way it is right now.
I like to banter a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I really like to banter a lot. But with what I have seen now, Arsenal has had the best season. And Arsenal is the only team that is showing that going into next season, they might compete. They might not win, but they will definitely compete. I can't say the same about Manchester United playing in the Europa League, which, as far as I'm concerned, is the second tier of European football. We've seen the Champions League format change, and we've seen it change for good because more teams were exposed this season. You know, only Liverpool was the only team out of the top four that didn't make it to the semi-finals. Yeah, and they were knocked out by PSG, who are currently in the finals, and that takes us to the finals of the UEFA Champions League. PSG will be hosting. PSG will be taking on Inter Milan. It was a crazy semi-final.
At the Bayer Arena.
Yes, it was a crazy semi-final that both teams had. Inter Milan having to overcome Barcelona in a 13-goal thriller over 2 legs.
4-3.
3-3, 4-3 in a 13-goal thriller. And Arsenal losing over 2 legs, losing home and away to PSG, but finding a way to put up a fight somewhere
towards the end of the
game, you know. But Tola, I'm going to ask you, so you can ask me other questions. Mm-hmm. Who are you giving this final to?
Who am I giving the final to?
Inter Milan, PSG. I know you are not really bothered about whoever.
I'm not really bothered. I'm not bothered.
It's not like you played the Champions League finals in 2006. I understand.
Nice one.
It was 19 years.
Nice one.
The last time Arsenal played the Champions League final, I had not met him.
I just said something in the last segment, Sha. That's what I would just say. Anyways, for me, this finals, it's a toss-up, honestly. It's a toss-up because football for me, I always say, is a game of goals. You need to score to win. Both teams have shown that they can score goals. Both teams have shown that they're also vulnerable to conceding goals. I mean, what's it called? Inter shifting how many goals home and away? 6 goals home and away against Barcelona.
No, they scored 7.
But PSG, yes, they were able to curtail Arsenal to just 1 goal. But the game, the quarterfinals against Aston Villa, they conceded 4 goals.
Yeah, they did.
So both teams have shown that they can actually concede.
But I think you're skipping the elephant in the room.
Which is?
The goalkeepers.
No, I'm getting there. Right. Now the thing is, yes, PSG conceded. Barca conceded 7 goals. Yeah. And then Inter conceded 6. Yeah. But check out the second leg. Who was the man of the match?
Jan Sommer.
Exactly. And this is a goalkeeper that conceded 3 goals. That should show the amount of barrage that they had to face.
And I think the same thing happened with the PSG Arsenal game. I think Vitinha also was voted man of the match.
Yes.
But he said he wasn't deserving.
Because there was a setting
Donnarumma
that was stopping all the goals from the first
shot
leg.
He stopped from Martin Odegaard.
No, that was in the first half, yes. The grounder.
At the point, I thought he wouldn't continue.
That's because it was so hard and so fast.
Later, I thought maybe he was wasting time. But then again, I haven't played professionally, but I play football. I know what a powerful shot looks like.
No, I have actually. I've kept 2. I know. I know what it is. I've kept 2. If he hits you, the muscle.
And I saw that shot. Odegaard played last shot like he wasn't going to play football again.
Then that's Saka save in the second half.
Yes, it
the
was.
Tip.
Yeah, it was super impressive.
Now the thing is, so it now comes to the. For me, I think it comes down to who can defend the best in the final, because both teams look like they are going to score. Both teams are going to score. It's going to be a tight final, but I think it's going to be like a 2-1 final for me, or a 1-1 extra time kind of final.
So basically, what you're telling me is that I can put my money on both teams to score, and I'm good on the day.
Yeah, actually,
I'm taking your word for it.
Yes,
because I'm taking my house rent.
Because both teams are not both teams are not defensive minded, and it's a balanced game. Your house rent. Thank God, madam is here. Your house rent.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't hear that part.
You said something that I want to chip on before we move on to the next one. You said both teams are not necessarily defensive minded. I want to remind you that prior to the Barcelona game, over 13 games.
And Inter had the best defense.
Inter had considered only 5 goals.
Yes, but then
In 13 games.
yes,
and considered 6 goals in 2 games against Barca.
but
I think it's the Barcelona
did
thing.
they concede? Did they play that kind of defense? Did they concede those less amount of goals by playing defensively?
Not necessarily.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not like they're
Yeah,
parking
probably
the
just
bus.
better setup than every other team.
Exactly what I'm saying. So it wasn't like they were parking the bus. Even against Barcelona, it wasn't like they were parking the bus.
They did at
At some times, yeah, but it wasn't like throughout the game.
No, at all.
So I'm saying, so you know, it wasn't the Mourinho Inter that we know that they wanted to frustrate.
that is the team that
the money defense.
PTSD. Because in 2010, it was April 28th.
Why did you think I mentioned
on my
why did you think I
birthday?
mentioned that?
That was a way of getting back to me. You almost made a tear drop from my eye, but I don't want the league. So